Welcome back. On the next installment of Buallz and Beerz, we're going to try one that I got as a gift from a buddy that I met through the bourbon world. This is from JT, so thank you, JT. This was one gifted to me. I've never had this one. I've had others of kind of the same offshoot, but not this one specifically. So this is called Deth by Cherries. Revolution Brewing, forgot to mention that. So out of Chicago, they do their Backwood series. Yeah, so Backwood series, I believe it's called. Deepwood series, I'm sorry. I think Backwood's Bastard. I think that's Founders. Anyway, this is the Deepwood series. And this is... Gotta figure out how to fucking navigate this camera. Oh, wait, just kidding. I'm showing you the art. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So, Deth by Cherries, or Deeth by Cherries, I think it is technically sweet, tart, and redolent of oak. Imperial stout, aged in bourbon barrels with cherries. So they do, Deeth Star, Deeth Cafe, or something like that. And if I'm saying that all wrong and I'm an idiot, let me know. But I'm almost positive that one of the head brewers or owners or someone in their top brass, someone important to Revolution, their last name is Deeth, D-E-T-H, so that's why the play on that for all of their barrel-aged stuff. But I'm not 100% on that. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Anyway, let's pour. Glassware tonight brought to you by Brugala or Brugala in Bloomington Normal. Went there with Jay on this specific one, which looks like 17. I'm putting my Roman numerals, my knowledge, but I'm pretty sure that's 17. Anyway, kind of looks like a pop. See that? How carbonated it is? Smells really nice. But anyway, Brugala, once again, don't know the pronunciation for sure. The year we went, or I think we went 2 years, but it was at a baseball stadium, the Corn Crib, and they had a huge beer fest set up all along the mezzanine and on the field, and then like live music and everything. It was actually really fun. However, I drank all day, forgot I had a fantasy football draft that night, so I auto-drafted Tony Romo that year, who broke his collarbone the day or two before that draft. So I think I went on to win the league that year. So for anyone in my fantasy football leagues, it seems auto-drafting isn't so bad. Anyway, this smells nice. If you've never had any of the Deepwood series, they're very solid. I've not been fortunate enough to get a lot of the variants because a lot of them are brewery only, or you got to have someone who knows someone to get some, but they don't get distributed as much. You can find a lot of the regular ones at pretty much any liquor store. They come in a 4-pack, but they're also like $40 or something, and they're 12-ounce cans. So it's pretty steep, and you really got to commit. What I found nowadays is find someone to swap with. So if you get 2 of this, then they get 2 of that. So they, like last year, I think I got a 4-pack of the Thundertaker, which was the rye, I think. And that one was very solid. But I got a 4-pack. One of my other buddies got I can't remember, one of the other ones, like the chocolate one that I'm drawing a blank on. But we just swapped, I think, 1 and 1 or 2 and 2. Got kind of the normal Revolution smell. The cherries are not overpowering, which is nice. I was worried about that. I was worried about a little too tart. Anyway, cheers. It's actually quite good. Taste-wise, that's very solid. There's some cherry, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's sweet, tart, and redolent of oak. Um, I don't get the tart, which is good because I don't love tart. I don't think tart goes in a barrel aged stout. Not for me. So maybe the tartness has kind of worn out. This is from this year, 2023, or last year, technically speaking. Now, yeah, this is super solid, man. The cherries are kind of there, but not overpowering. You know, they're just enough that you know that there's some cherry in there. Definitely got more on that sip, almost like a little bit of like cherry cola, but not like wild cherry Pepsi. More like old school fountain style cherry, like fountain soda, or like you get the Specters, whatever the like fancy nice pops are, pop soda, whatever you want to call it. That you get up in Wisconsin all the time. Spectre, I think it is. They have like a really nice like cherry cola, but it is like super cherry and not super carbonated. It's more like syrup. That's kind of what I get from this. It's quite solid. Mouthfeel leaves a little bit desired, but I've touched on that enough that most mass-produced stuff, the mouthfeel it's just less than a lot of the smaller places and their barrel-aged offerings. But this is very solid. So a little look at it up close if you wanted to take a peek. Um, definitely some chocolate notes, some oaky barrel. I'm not getting a whole lot of barrel on the palate or finish. Yeah, there's not a lot there. But I did film a whiskey video tonight, so a little whiskey on my tongue, so maybe that's why I'm not getting as much barrel. Um, but this is actually surprisingly good. I had my reservations about it just because, like I said, cherries, and the description is tart, sweet tart. Um, don't really do it for me for barrel aged beers, or really in general. There's a handful that I enjoy, but this is very good. I would say, let's give it another little drink. Yeah, a little berry. I'm sorry. About to sneeze and I burped instead. Who knows what's going on? Yeah, solid. Um, the mouthfeel is not super thin, but I just prefer thicker. I just do. But it's not too bad. I can't knock it for that too much. It is kind of syrupy. It's just like a thin syrup, if that makes sense. So not like nice thick maple syrup, and not saying it tastes like maple, but more like you heated it up so it's more liquidy kind of syrup. That's the kind of viscosity it has. Definitely solid. The more drinks I'm taking, and as the can or in my hand, it kind of warms up. You certainly get a little more cherry. You can get a little bit on the very back end of like a little tartness, um, but not really much, to be honest with you. So I would say if you like barrel aged beers, and if you like experimenting or you like to try new things, or if you've never had Deepwood series, um, first of all, I would say get the Cafe Deeth or Deeth Star, like stuff like that. Those ones are just like staple, very good. So obviously one is coffee. I think Deeth Star is just chocolate or like just the base stout. I can't remember for sure. Um, but this is good. If you see it on the shelf and you don't care about money and you want to spend $40 for a 4 pack, sure. I don't even know if you can. This one may have been a brewery-only release. But I would say Deeth by Cherries by Revolution Brewing. God damn it, someday I'll figure this out. Oh, I didn't even read the ABV. Probably 15-ish. Doesn't say. Oh, 14.3 ABV. So 14.3. I would say, I forgot now. I've been rating whiskeys. I don't remember if I'm rating beers the same way. So if I'm giving this if I'm giving this an untapped score, then it's probably a 3.9. 3.9. I can't remember how I rated my other beers, to be honest with you. But if it's on a 10-point scale, then I would say it's like a 7.0 or something like that. And now somebody's going to make fun of my math and be like, wait, what? You give it a 3.9 out of 5? But no, actually, that does make sense. No, it doesn't. Math's not my strong suit. If you know me, I used to be good at math. I used to be a straight A student. I don't know what happened, but I can't do math because 3.9 would obviously be more than 7 because 3.5 would be 7. So maybe that's how I need to start rating things. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share my video, watch my other content. I appreciate you watching. Revolution Brewing, Deeth or Death by Cherries. 2023. Score of who the fuck knows because I don't know how to do math.